Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it is Monday, January 2nd of 2017, which means a number of things. First of all, it is time for a very long-awaited news update video thingy here on the channel, because due to the holiday season, I was really behind in the times and not able to get stuff done, so I missed a couple of weeks of news updates, but we are back right now. Another thing, it is the first news update video thingy of the new year, 2017. It is also, as you saw from the title, the 1,000 subscriber celebration video here on the channel. We broke 1,000, let's keep going strong, but as I mentioned along the way, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, a number of things are going to be happening. First of all, I have mentioned this many times, I can finally stop mentioning it, the Pikachu-EX Red and Blue collection for Pokemon TCG. I'm going to open this on camera and give a question of the day towards the end of the video as I open this up, and you folks out there have a chance to answer that question of the day and win the TCG online code card that comes out of this box when I do open it up. But perhaps the bigger mention is the Pokemon TCG Alola collection, the Moon version. This one is going to be still sealed up and mailed out to somebody for answering and winning that question of the day, and it'll be a random draw of who wins these prizes. So, stay tuned towards the end for the question of the day as I just kind of show this off again. I have a chance to have this mailed out to you. Now, the way it's going to work is, just to make sure, privacy is an issue online and such, I'm going to contact directly the people that win these items and try to get the, for example, the Alola collection, try to get a mailing address from this person so that they don't have to, publicly post it, see if I can get it privately and have that mailed out as soon as possible, because this is a big landmark thing on the channel. I've been waiting for a while to get to 1,000. Initially, when I was thinking of when I want to do something big like this, first thought was, I want to wait till I hit 1,000 views on my videos. Like if I upload them within a few days if they hit 1,000 views, that's going to see that I have a lot of viewership on the videos. But based on viewership, that would be quite some time before we get to that point. So I decided along the way, let's say 1,000 subscribers. That's a nice round number, and we've hit that number finally. But before we get to all this opening, I'm going to mention some things for the news update. Now, I've missed out on a lot of stuff. I'm only going to talk about stuff that is more recent and more relevant to the current times. So first of all, in the world of Sun and Moon, of course, if you go to Pokemon.com, the online Pokédex has been updated with all the new Alolan Pokemon that are usable in that region and that generation. And I'm sort of going to be keeping away from that for myself because I'm still going through the adventure in the Alola region in my Moon game in the playthrough, if you've been watching that. I don't want to spoil too much about it. If I went there, I would see every Pokemon there is. I want to wait and be surprised as things come along. Because like when I first saw Guzma send in his Golisopod, that took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting that, so I like being surprised as things go. But if you want to check everything out for the new Alolan Pokemon, Pokemon.com has their updated Pokedex. Now, currently in Sun and Moon, there is a new global mission underway up until January 9th, which is, I believe, next Monday? Yes, because today's the 2nd, next Monday is the 9th. Okay. Up until January 9th, there's a new global mission. It's called Find Pokemon Using Island Scan. The way this works is, there's a special QR code scanner, I think it's called. QR scanner. Anyway, there's a QR thingy on your main menu in the Pokemon Sun and Moon game. If you scan QR codes of Pokemon, you can unlock certain things. So each time you scan a regular code, and the way you do it, for example, if your friend has, say, Poplio, and you start with Litten, your friend will have a QR code for Poplio in their Pokedex. All you gotta do is open your QR scanner, aim it towards the QR code on their game, and scan a copy of it. You'll see the information about Poplio, but you also gain 10 points on your QR scanner. So I believe it says if you get 100 points on your scanner per day, it lets you scan once per day the Alola region for a Pokemon that normally does not appear in the Alola region. It'll pop up, and you have a limited time to encounter it and capture or knock it out. And if you do so, and if you're registered for this mission, which you can do by going to your festival plaza, you're going to earn a point towards the overall goal of everyone in the world getting 1 million Pokemon found and captured or defeated using the QR scanner. So if you want to go ahead and get some points on that, that is the way to do it. The goal is, well, like I say, 1 million, but the prize is, if there is a successful outcome for this global mission, the winners will receive 2017 festival coins, of course, in honor of the current year of 2017. If we lose, unfortunately, you still get 217 festival coins, so that's not too bad. But you actually get double those coins if your game is registered to a Pokemon Global Link account. So if you're not registered on the Global Link, just go right ahead and do that. It's3ds.pokemon-gl.com. You can register your game on there with an account of your Pokemon Trainer Club. So that's some pretty cool way to get some nice festival coins, over 2,000 if we are successful. I don't know if I'll be doing that myself, but what I do plan to do is, in Thursday's episode of Pokemon Moon, I'll probably go through my Pokédex and show off all the QR codes that I have collected along the way, because that way you guys can scan it. I think you can probably scan right from your computer screen or your mobile device or whatever you're using, and it should work, because I think the QR codes are transferable that way. But if you also go to the link in the description down below, you'll see that Pokemon has given us 5 special QR codes to get us started. Now, a special code is sort of like maybe a mythical or legendary Pokemon, and they're worth 20 points in your QR scanner as opposed to just 10. So by getting these 5 codes scanned right away, you're going to be able to unlock 1 island scan immediately. Maybe I should do that on Thursday as well. I say Thursday because I've already pre-recorded Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday's episode of Pokemon Moon, because I was at a cool part of the story and I was so hyped to do it, I just kind of wanted to have it done, plus just to have stuff pre-recorded. That way I'm not going to be too delayed in the rest of the week. But I might do a bunch of this QR stuff on Thursday in honor of this current global mission. Anyway, moving on in the news, kind of big news in the world of Pokemon TCG. The new expansion of the TCG for the Sun and Moon base set is releasing on February 3rd. This set is going to bring 140, or over 140 new cards to the collection. 11 Pokémon-GX, which is the new feature where essentially it's like a Pokémon-EX, you evolve from lower stages, but it comes with a special GX attack. In the TCG terms, that's basically a Z move from the video games. You can use 1 GX attack per game, and there's some pretty interesting attacks. And over 40 new species of Pokemon from the Alola region will be featured in these TCG cards in this expansion. So let's take a quick look at the Pokemon themselves, the legendaries of course. Now this is just taken from the banner about the pre-release information, which I'll talk about in a moment. But you'll see here, Solgaleo GX is 250 HP, it's a steel type, or sorry, metal type as far as the cards go. A Stage 2, which evolves from, I still can't make out the name, but it's going to be Cosmog's evolution. I'm still not fully well versed in that aspect of Cosmog, but it's gotta be. Anyway, so the ability Ultra Road, once during your turn before your attack, you may switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon, which is pretty good. There are some Pokemon that actually do more damage if they come off the bench that turn. So Galio GX lets you do that without needing a trainer card for switch, or discarding energy for retreat, anything like that. The attack of 2 metal and 1 colorless Sunsteel Strike does 230, discard all energy from this Pokemon. And the GX attack of Soul Burst GX for a single metal energy, search your deck for up to 5 energy cards, basic or special, it doesn't specify either or, and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like, then shuffle your deck. That's a good way to accelerate energy. Could you imagine putting 4 strong energy on a fighting type Pokemon? You're suddenly already doing 80 more damage when that thing gets to attack. That's a pretty nice move. However, let's look at Lunala GX with a pretty interesting GX attack as well. So also 250 HP, a Psychic Pokemon card. The ability Psychic Transfer, as often as you like during your turn before your attack, you may move a Psychic Energy, I think that is, from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. And it doesn't necessarily say basic, so that could count for Rainbow, that could count for Mystery Energy. Anything that provides Psychic Energy while attached can be moved using that ability. And for 4 Psychic Energy, Moongeist Beam does 120. The defending Pokemon can't be healed during your opponent's next turn. Interesting, they cannot remove any damage from them. But the GX attack, Lunar Fall GX, for 3 Psychic, knock out one of your opponent's basic Pokemon that isn't a Pokemon GX. You just knock it out for 1 attack of your turn. And you can only use that once per game, of course. You know what'd be really cool? They should make a stadium that says each player can use as many GX attacks as they want. Nope, that's too much power. But that's the first revelation of Pokemon GX, although there is another one, which we'll mention momentarily. But first of all, let's talk about the Sun and Moon pre-release information. So, from January 21st to 29th, I believe it is, there are going to be some special Sun and Moon pre-release tournaments being held at Pokemon Leagues all throughout North America. I don't know if it's all over the world or not, but North America at least for sure. It's going to be basically a regular pre-release. My local Pokemon League at Heroes Beacon, where I do my professoring at, is going to have theirs on the 21st, and I'll be doing my usual recording of the event and doing a follow-up kind of pre-release coverage video, and I'll be giving a lot of the code cards out for those packs as well, if you guys are interested in participating. So stay tuned. The first Wednesday after the 21st, which is a Saturday, that would be the 25th, I think? I think so. Anyway, stay tuned to the channel, and if you're not subscribed and you want to check something like that out, feel free to subscribe, get an update on when this video goes live. But towards the end of January, we'll have the pre-release coverage of the Sun and Moon expansion. This expansion, or sorry, this pre-release comes with a special pre-release pack, which gives you a 22 card pack of a basic core set of cards. One of them is going to be a foil card, and you get 4 10-card boosters of the new expansion up to 2 weeks before they go on sale, because the expansion doesn't release until February 3rd, but this is like 2 weeks in advance, so you can get the cards early. And the prize structure is going to vary by event. The way we do it at Heroes Beacon, as long as the players do the entire tournament and they stick around till the end, you get to keep your 22 card pack, the 4 booster packs that you get in the pre-release pack, but by completing the event, you get an additional 3 booster packs to add to your collection as well of the new set. So in total, you play the entire event, you get 7 boosters and the 22 card pack, which is a pretty decent amount of cards to come away with from an event, especially since they're not going to be available for everyone else until 2 weeks following. That is very cool. So if you're interested in pre-release tournaments, go to Pokemon.com and click on the Attend Events tab and see if you can use the event locator to find one in your area. Now, as for other Pokemon GX, this has been revealed for some time, but again, I was so late in the news updates, this has kind of fallen behind the times, but I don't think it comes out until... Oh no, wait. This item's already out. I've seen it in stores. It is the Snorlax GX box. What you get in this is 2 foil promo cards, one of Snorlax GX, which is a basic, so you don't need to actually evolve a Snorlax into a Snorlax GX, whereas the other GX Pokemon looks like they are going to be evolved from previous evolutions, which I'm just going to pause for a second right here, and I'm going to say I really like what they did with that. I come from a time when Pokemon EX were introduced as Stage 2s, for example, like Charizard EX would say evolved from Charmeleon. Nowadays, Pokemon EX can just be like slapped down on the table. The first time I opened up a nice X and Y booster pack, I got a Blastoise EX, and I was looking all over the card. Where does it say evolved from Wartortle? And then I noticed it said basic, and I thought, technically, doesn't that mean I can just play this right down? That was my first introduction to Pokemon EX of the current generations, the current format. So that kind of blew my mind a little bit, but I've seen over the time, it doesn't build your connection with the Pokemon. Now, I know each game's like, say, 15-20 minutes or so there's not really much of a build-up that needs to happen, but I like the thought of taking your Pokemon through a journey, even in a TCG match, and leading up to their high forms. Dropping Blastoise EX down there, it's a powerful Pokemon, but you haven't built up from Squirtle, so there's not as much invested into it. So I like the fact that for the nice benefit of getting a GX attack in play, you do need to spend the time to evolve your Pokemon up. I'm just curious, will Wally be able to work with that Pokemon? Because the Wally card says you can't use it to evolve a Pokemon EX. Actually, I just realized, Wally would technically be evolving, for example, say the Charmeleon into Charizard EX, but Wally applies to the Charmeleon, so Wally will still work to evolve into a Pokemon GX. That's cool to figure out all of a sudden off the top of my head. Anyhow, the Snorlax GX box does come with the 2 Snorlax promos, an oversized card of Snorlax GX, 4 booster packs of some of the most recent expansions, and of course an online code card to unlock the promo cards in the Pokemon TCG Online. This was available back before the holiday season, so there might still be some available if you want to pick up a special Pokemon GX that I guess, is it usable right now? Maybe. But we'll talk about the tournament legality stuff right now, because that is the next topic to talk about. So the new tournament legality update. With Sun and Moon launching on February 3rd, expansions are going to become legal on the 3rd Friday of the month of their release. So what that basically means is Sun and Moon is going to be legal for official Play Pokemon events on February 17th, which is the 3rd Friday in February. Promos are legal, for example, promo like Snorlax, for example. Promos become legal on the 1st or 3rd Friday of the month as soon as they've been released. So if it's released on, say, the first Wednesday of the month, the very first Friday of that month, that promo will become legal for Play Pokemon events. If it's released after, say, like the second Tuesday, you gotta wait till the 3rd Friday of that month for that promo to be legal for Play Pokemon. So they've updated the way cards are going to be introduced and usable in the future. Now, the only other real thing to mention is a brief little update in Pokemon Go. It ends on Saturday, I believe it is. Saturday? Yes. And it is a special event going on in Pokemon Go right now for sort of a end of the New Year celebration kind of thing. Starter Pokemon of Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander have become a lot more popular and a lot more common in Pokemon Go. I myself have started racking up a lot of candies for Charmander and Bulbasaur. I've already had a bunch for Squirtle, but they're showing up more commonly now. So if you've been playing Pokemon Go and you've been feeling kind of like, we haven't been getting all the Pokemon we want. Well, if you don't yet have the starters, they become a lot more popular. I was walking down the street one day. I think I mentioned this in a Pokemon Sapphire episode, but I was walking down the street, going home one night, and I saw for the first time a silhouette of a Charmander within walking distance. And I was like, I gotta go. So I ran down to the Loyalist house in uptown St. John where I live, and I found the Charmander. So I caught it, and I start walking down the street again. Random Charizard. I didn't catch that one. I want to wait to evolve Pokemon up in Pokemon Go, but I at least got some photos of it, and I put it on my Twitter, and thought it was pretty cool, like just a random Charizard just like floating across the street. Also, I went up to the local coffee shop just last night on in my neighborhood, and across the street, Ivysaur. So again, I got a photo of that too. So the starters have become a lot more common, which is pretty cool. Also available, or not available, also going on right now up until January 8th. Lures normally are only 30 minutes, but for this current week, they're going to be lasting for 60 minutes. So if you have any lures saved up, now's a pretty good time to drop one, and you're going to have an hour's worth of Pokemon being drawn in. I tried that myself. Really only found a bunch of Rattata and Pidgey, maybe a couple Spearow, but unfortunately I didn't draw in any of the starter Pokemon, but I was kind of doing a little loop around near the lure and found some other starter Pokemon along the way. But it's a nice little update to Pokemon Go. If you live in an area that is kind of cold with the winter season, maybe it's a little bit harder for you to get out and about, but if you happen to be out there, nice little incentive to pick up Pokemon Go again and see if you can capture some of these starter Pokemon. So I think that is about it. I just want to talk about the channel for a little bit here. What you're seeing probably on this video, and if things work out, the videos coming up for the rest of this week, I'm going to start doing advertising on these videos, because one of the big things I wanted to do when I hit 1,000 subscribers was start trying to turn my YouTube kind of a hobby into possibly a career sort of a thing. And it's slow going. You know, I don't mind being, paced out and taking my time with it. So I'm going to start seeing if I can start making a little bit of revenue off of the YouTube channel, basically. Because one thought is, I like the idea of being able to provide some collections like this for you folks out there as thanks for all of your support and your interest in this series and just sticking with me for as long as you have. And I really appreciate, I've said this before, but I see we're starting to build a nice community on this channel, and I'm recognizing a lot of the names that are repeatedly helping me out, especially in Pokemon Moon, some stuff that I wouldn't have known about. A lot of folks out there are helping me with special insights and all that to help me advance the game. So I want to be able to provide more collections like this, and I'm thinking one way I can do that is if I start earning something off of the YouTube videos. So hopefully if things pick up, I'll be able to do some more things like this, maybe even just theme decks or something that I can do unboxings of and give those code cards out for you folks. And I would like to be able to do other things like send out full collections like this in the mail, if possible too, because I would love to get something like this in the mail, wouldn't you? So anyway, we are going to do the unboxings right now, but that is just an idea for the advertising. I think I mentioned this in Wednesday's episode of Pokemon Moon, but let me know if you think the advertisements are too much, because when I put advertisements on the videos, I can't really see what they look like, because I think just to make sure that I don't increase the revenue, unfairly, it doesn't show me my own advertisements, but I can't really see how many there are. So if you think it's too much or maybe not enough or whatever, just leave me some feedback on that down below, and I'll try to keep up to date with that and try to adjust things accordingly. But I guess with all that, we are now going to do the Pikachu-EX Red and Blue Collection unboxing. I'll be giving the question of the day in just a moment, but well, you know what? Let's give the question right now, because I have something else I want to mention also. So, since this is the nice big 1,000 subscriber celebration, and this is sort of giving back to you folks out there, I want to make this question as accessible to everybody as possible. So it's going to be a nice, simple, basic question. All you got to do is answer this question and include your hashtag of QOTD for question of the day in your comment, and on January 8th, I believe it is? Is it the 8th? Yes, it is. On January 8th, this coming Sunday, I'll be randomly selecting names that have left the QOTD hashtag in their comment with an answer to this question, and randomly drawing names to receive some of the stuff I'm going to be giving away for the celebration. And there's another little thing I'm going to mention first, but just to get your minds going, the question is a nice, simple, basic, easily accessible to everybody. Who is your favorite Pokemon? Right? I want everybody to have a chance to win this stuff. I don't want to have say a TCG question where people might not play TCG. But if you're watching this channel, you're watching for Pokemon news, you like Pokemon. You've got to have a favorite Pokemon. If you have several favorites, just name one or two, or name as many as you want, basically. Just include a Pokemon name and hashtag QOTD. And on Sunday, January 8th, I'll be drawing names, including all that information in the comment, to win some of the stuff here. But I feel bad. I've missed out 2 weeks worth of news update video thingies right now. So if I was to open just this, that's only one code card to give out. So a little bit of incentive for you guys to sort of throw back to the channel as well. If this video can hit 25 likes by Sunday, January 8th, I'm going to have some more code cards available for those that aren't lucky enough to win either the Pikachu-EX or the Alola collection boxes. I've got a couple of random booster packs that have been saved up. I've got a nice old set of Furious Fists, as well as the newest set, X and Y Evolutions. I'm going to open these packs as well in this video, but another thing. When I got my Christmas presents this year, I did ask folks for a couple of Pokemon TCG Mega Beedrill EX Premium Collections, and I did get 2 of them. I did use one of the code cards online. Basically, I wanted to get that nice fancy Beedrill coin. I have a second code card for the other Mega Beedrill EX Premium Collection. If this video hits 25 likes, I'll toss this code card into the giveaway as well. This unlocks the Mega Beedrill, or Mega Beedrill EX, the Beedrill EX, the coin, and I think that is it, but that's still some pretty cool stuff. So, as I say, if we hit 25 likes, these 3 code cards will also be given out to random winners of the question of the day, which we do the drawing for on Sunday, January 8th. But with all that said and done, I think the time has come. Let's finally break open the Pikachu-EX collection and see what Generations cards I get, as well as grabbing the code card and holding it to the side for you folks out there. So let's begin. Alright, it is now time to check out the Pikachu-EX Red and Blue collection as I very carefully tear this box open without ruining it at all. Of course, that is an impossibility. These things are so sealed tight with... Look what I just did here. It's just paper. I can't get the side off that way. Alright then. It's an off-camera ripping, but you can hear it happening. And there we go. So we now have it nice and opened up. Let's take a look at... You know what? Let's look at that figure first. I really like that. I've had this pack sealed up on the desk or on the dresser for quite some time. I want to finally take a look at this Pikachu as is. Look at this guy. He's ready to just tear through. Is that Gigavolt Havoc, or is he going for Catastrophe Pika? I love the translucent look of the electricity coming from his cheeks there, too. So that is a very cool little figure to have. I'm going to add that with my Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise ones. You know, can you stand back here and be on camera? You can be right there. Oh, wait. You got to stand up on your paw. There we go. All right. And, whoops. Where did Pikachu itself go? I threw the plastic down here with the Pikachu card. Whoops. Here it is. Let us take a look at Pikachu-EX, if we can carefully pop it out of the plastic, which sometimes is a bit harder to do than I would like. It's sealed on the 2 sides. Let's try this. Bear with me. There we go. Pikachu-EX has been released, everybody. So you see here, he is, of course, basic Pokemon, as all Pikachu are. 130 HP, Lightning type, with Iron Tail, which... You want to focus there, camera? First of all, look at the nice foil effect. We got Electabuzz back there, Jolteon. That is it for Pokemon that I can see in the background. But Iron Tail 30 times. Flip a coin until you get tails. This does 30 damage for each heads. Overspark for a lightning and 2 colorless 50 times. Discard all lightning energy attached to this Pokemon. This does 50 damage times the number of energy you discarded. Not too bad. So we'll set you right back there by the Alola Collection Pikachu. Now, we do have, as I say, the code card for the Pikachu-EX Red and Blue collection. This actually unlocks the Pikachu-EX, I believe, a deck box and card sleeves as well, featuring Pikachu for the Pokemon 20 celebration. That's going to be one of the giveaways. But we also have, as you saw... Actually, no, wait. I was going to say, we also have a whole bunch of packs of Generations to open up as well, but that is a lie. We do not, because Generation packs do not have code cards inside them. They actually unlock all 4 of these packs with this one code card right here. This is a pretty decent thing to unlock on the online game. If you're going to play that TCG online, you get a lot of stuff for that code card. So, in honor of Pikachu being the collection we just opened up, saving you for last. Let's just go Pokédex order. We'll start with the Venusaur and see what cards I'm going to snag for my collection. I'm not sure if there's anything in particular I'm looking for from Generations right now for my decks that I want to build, but I could come up with some pretty nice little treasures I'm not expecting. Hopefully so. Alright, so the pack trick here, 3, and then this one goes here. I think that's the reverse foil. Let's see, starting with our common cards, of course, we've got, oh, cool, a Generations print Lightning Energy. We have a Machop, a Caterpie, Doduo, and a Persian. The uncommon, I believe, should start with a Machoke. We've got a Gulpin, a reverse foil, Metapod, very cool. One of the rare cards is the Tauros, so it's not the Radiant Collection, that's the Tauros right here, rare card, and the Radiant Collection card is going to be a Diancie Sparkle, and Diamond Storm. So that is pack number 1 of Generations. Next, we're going to take a look at Charizard, next in the Pokédex, Pokemon number 006. Can you imagine, if Pokemon goes on for so long, we're going to get Pokemon numbers in the thousands? They're going to have to completely renumber all these Pokemon. They'll have to be 0006 for Charizard. That's going to be quite a day. Alright, so, as I remember now, there's only 4 common cards. We have a Paris, a Diglett, a Grass Energy of the Generations print, and Magikarp. So 3 uncommon cards, starting with Olympia. Switch your active Pokemon with a bench Pokemon. If you do, heal 30 damage from the Pokemon you move to the bench. Got a Pokemon Fan Club. We know what that does. Choose 2 basic Pokemon from your deck and put them into your hand. We have a Flabébé with a powerful Razor Leaf of 10. Reverse foil card is a Butterfree. Pretty cool. Kind of goes well with that reverse foil Metapod we just got. The rare card is a Pinsir. I like how Pinsir's Heavy Suplex essentially can one-hit KO the primal Pokemon of Groudon and Kyogre, based on how much the damage does and their weaknesses. Now, the Radiant Collection card is a Frostlass with a cool sort of a Destiny Bond ability called Drag Along. If this Pokemon is active and gets knocked out by an attack, flip the coin. If heads, the attacking Pokemon is also knocked out. So that's pack number 2. Pack number 3, the Blastoise pack. What do we find in this pack right here? So as I'm doing this, I'm looking at the Alola collection thinking, normally at this part of the video, I'd be preparing to open that up and look at all those code cards, but I can't do that because I have to keep this all sealed up to send out to somebody to have the luck on their side of all these code cards. Alright, so 3rd pack of the Pikachu-EX Red and Blue collection. This pack's been sitting on my dresser for the past several months. What's been waiting in here all this time? We have a Geodude, a Grass Energy as well, a Machop, a Krabby. Uncommon cards start with Machoke again. We have a Maintenance, a Swablu. Reverse foil is going to be... Oh, that's very nice. A foil Generations Energy card. I'll take that. The rare card is another Pinsir. And the Radiant Collection card is a nice full art Gardevoir EX. And you know what? I think that goes pretty good with the reverse foil Fairy Energy. So these 2 are kind of special. Let's put them right back here next to Pikachu-EX. That's a pretty cool pack, and that wasn't even the Pikachu one yet. Let's see what Pikachu has in store for us, because this is the Pikachu collection box. Does that mean anything? Not necessarily. Alright, let us see what the final pack offers us for Pikachu-EX Red and Blue collection. So, of course, 4 commons. Let's get them out of the way quickly. We got a Ponyta, there's a Clefairy, we got a Caterpie, and a Paris. Uncommon cards, we get a Cloyster, we got a Metapod, we have a Raichu, which actually isn't bad, and this isn't uncommon, sorry, this is the Radiant Collection. This has Free Retreat, Circle Circuit does 20 damage times the number of your bench Pokemon, so if you put Skyfield in play, 8 Pokemon on your bench, Raichu can do 160 with just a double colorless, and I've seen people use that quite a lot. The reverse foil, whoops, is, this kind of goes well with that Fairy Energy as well, a reverse foil Fairy Clefable. The rare collection, or not rare collection, the rare card is going to be a Gyarados with Berserker Splash and Aqua Tail. And the Radiant Collection card, another Frostlass. I was hoping it'd be the full art Pikachu with the 4 Pikachu on it, but oh well. Another Frostlass with that Drag Along ability. So that is what I got out of my Pikachu-EX Red and Blue collection. Hopefully you guys have just as much luck with... That's not it. This is right here. Yep. This is the code card. Of course, I'm not going to show you the code just yet, but you have a chance to win this when you do that question of the day answering on... I want to do the drawing on Sunday, January 8th. But, as I say, that's not all the giveaways. First of all, let's take the code card for the Mega Beedrill EX Premium Collection. That's also being added to the pile. That's going to be given away as well if we hit 25 likes on this video by Sunday, January 8th. In addition to that, the 2 code cards are going to be opening up from Furious Fist and Evolutions. These are up for grabs as well if we can hit that 25 like goal. So let's see what I get out of the older pack first, Furious Fists. Now, most of these cards are no longer standard legal, but they're still useful for expanded. But I also kind of like the fact that some of these cards have been reprinted and therefore are still going to be usable if there is a current reprint in the standard format. Alright, so let us see. We got 5 commons in this pack, starting with a Machop. There's a lot of Machop today. We have a Torchic, there is a Lickitung, Eevee, as well as a Noibat. Uncommon cards, starting with a Sail Fossil, a Raichu, no, not like the other one. I was going to say just like that other one, but no, this is actually a different one. We have a Fossil Researcher. Good if you want to use fossil Pokemon, or at least Mora and Tyron in particular. the reverse foil is going to be a Noivern with Boom Burst and Echolocation. That's a good ability. If any damage is done to this Pokemon by attacks, flip a coin. If heads, prevent it, which is good. Only half the time you can actually hit this thing with an attack. And then Boom Burst does 30 to every one of your opponent's Pokemon. The rare card is going to be a Magmortar with Flame Charge and Twin Burst, which does more damage if Electivire is on your bench. That is my Furious Fists pack, and now for the X and Y Evolutions, the most recent expansion up until the release of the first Sun and Moon expansion, featuring the Pokémon-GX, that's coming out in February on the 3rd, I believe it is. So, let's rip this open a little bit more, gain access to these cards. Code card is here. So as I say, that, plus the Furious Fists and the Mega Beedrill Premium Collection codes are up for grabs if we hit 25 likes. So feel free, of course, to leave a like on the video and mention to your friends to come like it as well, and we have a better chance for all these code cards to be given out. So we have a nice Voltorb. Oh yeah, this is the set with the retro-style format on the cards. We have a Poliwag, Ghastly, a Magnemite, and a Seal. The uncommons begin with a Pokédex. Look at your top 5 cards and put them back in any order. Basically, that's kind of like Puzzle of Time, but Puzzle of Time has a better effect where if you have 2 of them and play them both at the same time, you can actually bring back discarded cards. We've got a Potion to heal 30 damage. I have a Magmar, which technically, in Expanded, I could evolve this into that Magmortar. Reverse foil card is a Nidoran Male, very shiny reverse foil, and the rare card of this pack is a Starmie ability of Space Beacon. You can discard a card from hand and retrieve 2 basic energy. Starfreeze does a little bit of 30 damage, but you can also possibly paralyze with a coin flip of heads. So that is going to be it for all of the unboxings. We have some pretty good cards from the Generations pack. Actually, let's put Pikachu right in the front here. There we go. So we got Pikachu-EX, we got the Gardevoir EX, a Fairy Energy Reverse Foil. Of course, we got the Pikachu figure as well. But who knows what could be hidden in the Alola collection, Pokemon TCG Moon version. You can find out by answering the question of the day and being lucky enough to be drawn to receive this as a mail-out. And as I say, whoever does win, I'll contact them discreetly and privately and try to get a mailing address from them so I can send this out as soon as possible and give you guys some pretty cool throwback for supporting the channel all this time. So this, plus the Pikachu-EX code, are going to be available regardless of the like goal, but we do have those 3 additional code cards that if we hit 25 likes, these will be tossed into the giveaway as well. So feel free to like the video and boost those numbers up and get more and more giveaways on this video from the channel. Again, so that question of the day, if you forgot it by this point, is which Pokemon is your favorite? Simply answer that question with your favorite Pokemon or multiple favorite Pokemon and leave the hashtag of QOTD in your comment. And on Sunday, January 8th, everyone who does so has a chance to go into the running for one of the code cards we have pulled out, plus this whole collection back here of the Alola collection for Pokemon TCG. That is going to be a wrap for our 1,000 subscriber celebration. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did so, feel free to leave a comment down below or leave a like on the video, and as I say, hit the like goal 25. We're going to have some cool giveaways. Now stay tuned to the channel later on today for the first of our Pokemon Moon episodes this week, as we got to deal with Team Skull, who has kidnapped a poor youngster's young goose, and it is up to us to go save the day and bring it back. That's going to be going up in just a few hours' time after this video. But again, thanks for checking out today's news update video thingy. Thanks for sticking with me even though I was really delayed and just sidetracked during the holiday season. But I think now that we're starting into 2017, I'm going to be getting back on track with everything. Hopefully I can stick with it. Anyway, thanks once again for your support and checking out this video. Professor Chaz is now signing off. I'll catch you next time.